months, I see this kind of stuff around the sun almost every day. Every day.
It's Steve Wilson. It's May 21st, 2016. We got some excellent footage of a big red object that was corroborated between ISS and Australia, show you that, and lots of evidence and stuff. So let's get started. The first thing I wanted to say is thank you for all the halo pictures. I think that we have proved beyond a reasonable doubt that there are halos, a big red halo around the sun. Now we're also starting to notice it around the moon too, but for now we'll talk around the sun. It's not ice. We know it's not ice because it's in space as well. We saw it both from balloon flights in space as well as from the ISS. It's not chemtrails because it's in space. Okay, and then the other thing is we see tapestries and ancient drawings and things like that that show that it has happened before. So it's kind of an interesting thing to think about. I think that it's one key piece of evidence of something that's going on that everybody can kind of relate to and get to. Back to the plants and animals being confused. Not that my dog, he's normally confused, but this is my rhubarb plant that I was talking about. This is not normal for me. In Wisconsin, usually rhubarb will not start doing this till about June, late May. And these things were up in the beginning of May, so not a very normal thing. And then finally, the matter of Dr. Shimshuk, okay? My channel, this channel, does not rise and fall on the issue of Dr. Shimshuk. What it does do, though, is if this man is a real astrophysicist, and as he's claimed, and maybe he's under a pseudonym, I don't know, we're going to try to interview him. I have made direct contact with someone's bones, the owner of that site, a guy named Mike. He and I are working on the interview terms, and we are going to have a three-way interview. We'll see. We'll vet this one way or another. And if it's a hoax, let's be thankful that we all were able to come together and find a hoax. But if he's real, it's a stupendous discovery to find this guy. So let's keep pursuing it, and let's get on to the rest of the stuff. Okay, now check out this ISS footage, and just look up in the upper corner there. I just wanted to take a second and show you this ISS footage this way because you can see it a lot better. See how it goes? The little green one in the corner and then the red one on top. Wow. So here's where the corroboration comes in. Check out this. Same relative position to the sun from the ground this time. So again, the ISS shows an object in the same relative position as the Australian cam here in this airport in Australia. And then similarly, then we go on to, that was from May 11th, and then we go to May 20th, and here we go again, and the position of it has moved. It's a little bit higher in the sky at the same time now. But again, there's that planet or object or whatever it is in the sky. Pretty neat, huh? Good capture, good help by the subscribers. And then this last one is one of those pictures, the blue picture, where they see the blue dot in the. This is the first time I've seen the sun and the blue dot together, where both of them are visible. So I thought this was an interesting one to show too. Very interesting stuff. Now check out this corroboration, you guys. These are from the sky cams, same period of time, last couple days. Look at this object, same relative position. Let's zoom in on it a little bit and see it, but it's not just from this particular sky cam, which is in the United States, but it was also in this sky cam on the 20th of May yesterday, and we'll zoom in on that again too. Again, there's that planet. Again, this looks a little bit more credible than a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about lately, a lot of the lens flares. Look at how big and similar it is to what we saw in Australia and what we saw from the ISS for that matter. So it looks like we've got a lock here. If anybody wants to go look with your telescopes now, we know in the morning time hours typically you can go look at this thing. So we're going to try to see if we can find this with the balloon and a couple other things that we're doing right now. Very interesting photograph for sure. Let's see what else I think you're going to love is this one is from I think from the solar aircraft, the one that's running on solar power and just kind of flying around. But look at how it seems that the suns go down into the cloud structure. I mean, isn't that kind of interesting? Check that out. Very strange. Let's see, what else did we pick up? This. Oh, this was a good one. So when we were doing the halo experiment, do you notice how we've got different halos? From this one has got like a, it almost seems like a triple type halo, and then we got a bigger halo here. Interesting thought on this. I wonder if you could do that with just one light source. I don't know if you need two light sources to make different, just a thing, because it kind of brings up this one a little bit. This photograph, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble with my clicker. But again, with this one, it looks like, we've got these multiple rainbows, happening, and wouldn't that require two light sources, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And just so you know, the Anunnaki have arrived, and they're asking for popcorn. Popcorn. Not so funny, huh? The next one I want to show you is from Roy. Roy has been doing a fantastic job. He also is capturing something right next to the sun in the same relative position. And this is interesting because they got this result with a telephoto lens. But I couldn't tell you what. I mean, when they took it with a regular lens, you couldn't see anything. But when they put the telephoto lens on this particular one, this is what came up, which I thought was quite interesting. Isn't that weird? Very interesting stuff. And then we've got this one where it looks like it's almost leaving a trail of red dust through the sky. Very strange. And then we've got the Sharon photographs, and she's been catching something over off to the side of the sun. Again, corroborating that first set of pictures. So if you guys have pictures, please send them to me. You can stop sending the halo pictures now, though, because the halo experiment is over with. We're going to do a electromagnetic experiment next week. So stay tuned for that. And I will leave you with a little field work. Hope you're doing well. Take care. Bye. Hi, everybody. Steve Olson. So I'm out here checking out stuff and see the big red halo in the sky. So me and my buddy Charlie here, I'll show you him in a second. Let's get this turned around. Here's my buddy Charlie. Anyway, we're gonna go put up a time lapse on this big halo that's on the sun right now. And it's the big red one, and it's showing up pretty clear here in Wisconsin. I don't know if you could see it, but I'll have pictures of it later for sure. Yeah, the halo. So this big red halo, nobody satisfactorily has been able to dispute that it's a shield. And nobody's been able to successfully dispute that it's the outline of a huge, humongous planet. However, I can't prove that either. So what we're going to do is try to get some more footage, and I just wanted to show you how I do this stuff. Right now I'm just walking up to my telescope area. I have a telescope mount up here. When my amateur astronomer Steven comes over, we use this spot with his big reflective telescope, and he's working on some IR stuff for me right now. He's the friend of my son, and he's always been an astronomy guy, and he's totally skeptical of me. That's why I want him to work with me, because I want him to be totally skeptical when he starts. And we're going to take him up to this site, but he's been here many times. We play up here all the time. So this is also a very good 360-degree view kind of the property where I live. Lots of room for refugees, if and when that happens. But anyway, so here's the camera mount. Ooh, somebody sprayed it gold. I wonder if that was my son trying to freak me out. Probably so. But look at it, it's perfectly sprayed gold. That is so weird. Huh. Somebody spray painted this perfectly and actually had the foresight to take this off. I don't know, man. Weird. Anyway, so we're going to mount up the camera. I'm going to get some footage today. Get that video up today and stuff like that. But I just wanted you to see what I what I go through for you people. No, but to see where I work in some of the just rudimentary equipment. I just have a very fortunate location to look at the sky, as you can see. Very high elevation in Wisconsin, which is about 1,200 feet. Hopefully that's high enough. So me and Charlie are coming back up here tonight. It's the 20th of May. And we've got this very super red sunset tonight, like every night really now. And Charlie wants to say hi. Charlie, say hi. He's not really into it, man. He doesn't give a rat's ass about Nibiru. Anyway, so we're just taking the camera down. We'll come in and see what it looks like. How y'all doing?